the fact that I can really, really go into some real topics and not always talk about celebrity gossip. We going on 3 hours in and ain't talked about not one celebrity. But y'all want to know what's funny? Listen to something I've been teaching y'all for a long time, right? Project HARP, Project Bluebeam, Project CERN. Remember we used to talk about G.I. Joe, American Hero, and how in G.I. Joe they had a weather machine that Destro and Cobra used to use. I remember when certain earthquakes happened. Back in the days, the American government used to be blamed for it. But people be like, how? So explain to me, right, how America get into a war with Iran. And Iran hit all the military bases overseas and knocked out their satellites over there. They HARP. Iran and Iraq was going through a drought for decades, beefing with America. And as soon as America or Iran hit America with the missiles and knocked out their machinery over there, it has been raining non-stop in Iraq and Iran, and they are no longer dealing with a drought. Are you not entertained?
This is huge breaking news coming in after Iran destroyed U.S. radar installations in the Gulf countries. It rained a year's worth of rain in just 72 hours. Iran destroy American radars in the region. Increased rainfall dams are overflowing after 7 years. The director of Darbandikan Dam announces that the dam is 100% full. It is one of the largest dams in the country with a storage capacity exceeding 3 billion cubic meters of water. And the main thing to understand is last year Iran was hit by the worst drought in 50 years, which caused a severe famine and a dramatic increase in food prices. This was the perfect breeding ground for popular discontent and the fomenting of uprisings organized by the enemy. However, in early March, Iranian missiles destroyed all the radars at U.S. bases in the Gulf. Rains immediately returned so abundant that the dams are now overflowing naturally. Is it just a coincidence, or were the American radars used for HARP operations? Was the U.S. war against Iran also a climate war? Coincidence or manipulation? One thing is certain. After years of drought, Iran's dams are filling again, and the questions are only getting bigger. Make sure to follow for latest updates.
It's already been proven that these governments have the weapons to control the weather like God. They want to be so much like God that they use the weapons that God has used in the Bible on other countries. So it's clear that they see the clouds and do the things that control the weather. But so some of y'all want to say, okay, yeah, I get it. Y'all don't want to believe in technology. So now you telling me God has rewarded Iran for destroying American military bases? See, I could flip that way too. Huh? What we talking about? I can flip that way too. So you telling me that God has spanked America and praised Iran for doing it? Inquiring minds want to know. Because never before in history have so many people in America wake up. Even white people ain't liking white people. Even white people are not liking the shit that white people are doing.
At a certain point, my prediction is that we'll actually make so many robots and AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. My prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, but if you have billions of humanoid robots, and I think there will be, I think everyone on Earth is going to have one and going to want one, because who wouldn't want a robot to, assuming it's very safe, watch over your kids, take care of your pet, if you have elderly parents, and I think we will have those things. So, overall, I'm very optimistic about the future. I think we're headed for a future of amazing abundance, which is very cool. And definitely, we are in the most interesting time in history. Well, actually,
y'all don't even understand what that means. This is death by design. We watching T-Net, the Terminator, happen right in front of our faces. You are being replaced with artificial intelligence. And then you know what they're going to do? Because there's no jobs, they got to come up with a solution. Because they came up with artificial intelligence taking over your job. They're going to do you so dirty as a people where they're going to give you, everybody's going to be on food stamps. Nobody would own nothing, because if you don't own it by now, you'll never be able to afford to own it again. Because when the economics collapse, when the dollar bill collapse, if you're not rich already, you'll never get rich, because they're not going to let you. The same way they put in this shit on my channel to slow my channel down, they're going to put this on your life. They're going to shadow ban your life. Everything is going to be digital. They practicing this right now with us. Then they're going to start with you. With you. I think it said, in Pet Cemetery, now I want to play with you. Yeah, you want to play with you now. All these years, they've been testing this system. They will shadow ban your whole life. Now you got to question yourself. Why are you supporting the niggas that they not shadow banning? Because you know they work for the Matrix. Why are you supporting the niggas that they not shadow banning? America is being destroyed on purpose. This shit is death by design.
NATO just fired the United States as their weapons supplier. Not scaled back, not negotiated, fired. 40 years of American military dominance. Gone in a single procurement decision. And the country that replaced us, Sweden, if that doesn't make you stop scrolling, wait until you hear what Canada, France, Poland, and Saudi Arabia just did next. Because this isn't one country walking away. This is a coordinated exit. For nearly 4 decades, NATO's aerial surveillance backbone was American. The Boeing E-3, AWACS, the crown jewel of U.S. air power. Every early warning, every threat detection, American. Last week, NATO's procurement division announced they are replacing all 14 of those planes with the Swedish Saab Global Eye. Why? Because Trump spent 14 months threatening NATO allies, calling them freeloaders, and when they didn't bow to his Iran war operations, his own Pentagon drafted a secret memo on how to punish NATO countries. Suspend Spain from NATO, seize European territories, retaliate against allies. Reuters got the leak, the world saw it, and NATO's response was swift, cold, and brilliant. We'll take the Swedish planes. Thank you. Goodbye. Canada was locked in on buying American F-35S. Done deal. Then Trump called Canada the 51st state. Then his team floated the idea of kill switches, remote controls built into the jets so America could disable Canadian military. aircraft, their own planes, mid-flight, at America's discretion. Canada didn't argue. Canada didn't beg. Canada called Sweden. Sweden said, skip the F-35S, let's build Gripen factories on Canadian soil. Canadian workers, Canadian sovereignty. You own your defense. Lockheed Martin, the F-35 manufacturer, is now sprinting to Ottawa, throwing job offers around, begging to stay relevant. That's not a negotiation. That's a company in full panic mode. 50 nations gathered to address the Middle East crisis, led by UK's Starmer and France's Macron. America was not invited. World leaders convened again in Cyprus, NATO allies, EU Commission, major global powers. America was not there. French President Macron, standing in Greece, said it out loud. Nobody is totally sure if the U.S. is a reliable ally anymore. Poland's PM, Donald Tusk, said Trump has broken Article 5, the foundational promise of NATO. An attack on one is an attack on all. The bedrock of Western security. Declared functional. The tournament built on Saudi sovereign wealth fund money, the one Trump helped broker, the one that made him look like a tanker. Saudi Arabia just called it non-essential. The funding is gone. The league is in jeopardy. A $200 million commitment to New York's Metropolitan Opera canceled. Saudi investment funds, which quietly prop up American real estate, private equity, media companies, and major mergers are pulling back across the board. International buyers are retreating from U.S. Treasury bonds. The message from global markets: America doesn't feel like a safe place to put money anymore. America first was the promise. The world delivered the verdict. NATO buying Swedish. American credibility on clearance. So tell me in the comments, is this what winning looks like? Because from where I'm standing, this looks like a superpower that just fumbled everything it spent 80 years building in 4 months.
And that's because America has to give America back to the indigenous people. America is sabotaging America in all the ties that we have to make us weak because their reign is up. And as indigenous people, we don't have our shit together to take over. And Trump is going to burn shit down so bad that nobody will never ever like us again. In the future of America, America is going to be divided. Because when the new colonizers come in, America will never be the same. America's never going to be the same. And instead of us taking back our power, are you not entertained with ignorance? What the fuck is Gillian Wallow teaching y'all? Nothing. What the fuck is Mason Cameron? Mason's a pastor. What is he teaching y'all? Nothing. It's too many podcasters. I could keep on going down the line. They stay away from these topics. This is the shit that they were supposed to be talking about. But they don't want to offend the colonizers and the corporations. So they keep feeding you stupidity. Who the fuck gives a fuck about Gucci Mane? Niggas been saying he's been cloned. Niggas don't even believe that's the real Gucci Mane. Why are we still talking about him? Niggas don't even believe that that's the real Gucci Mane. Why are we still talking about him?
They're about to fake something in the sky. And when it happens, the entire world will believe it's real. I need you to listen to me. Don't. They've been preparing for a fake alien event for decades. It's called Project Bluebeam. Holographic projections in the sky using satellite technology. Images so real that billions of people will think they're seeing something divine or extraterrestrial. The Pentagon has been drip-feeding UFO disclosures for 3 years straight. Congressional hearings, declassified footage, military officials saying under oath that non-human intelligence exists. Ask yourself, since when does the government tell you the truth? Since when do they declassify anything unless they want you to believe it? They're not disclosing, they're conditioning, getting you ready to believe what you see in the sky, so that when the big one happens, you don't question it, you just obey. In 1994, the journalist who exposed this project died 2 days after publishing his findings. Heart attack, 41 years old, perfectly healthy. Today, every technology he warned about is live. Starlink, 5G, military-grade holograms, deep fakes. When it happens, and it will, remember this video. It's not real. It's the greatest false flag in human history. Comment unseen for the free playbook.
Rest in peace to one of my favorites, David Wilcock. You got people that they've been doing this shit for years before I even was doing it. For years. Rest in peace to David Wilcock. These niggas is running around turning like what you would call the whistleblower. They turning these niggas TV off. Why they ain't turning Gillian Wallow TV off? Huh? Why they not turning Gillian Wallow TV off? Sometimes I got to take y'all back.
Nobody is God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood. A lot of people.
I've been saying this for over 30 years. Now Kanye saying this. What did Kanye mean when he said his mother was sacrificed? When I said it, I was a conspiracy theorist, right? Now Kanye saying it. Listen again. Why Gillian Wallow ain't saying it loud?
Nobody is God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. You understand?
Yeah.
Who sacrificed his mother? Huh? Who sacrificed Kanye West's mother? Put it in the comment section.
Nobody is God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood. A lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up. They can't control me neither. That's why they muffling my numbers like that. But they controlling all these other niggas that y'all watching. You see how Joe Budden walking in rooms with his man's butt naked and wrapping his legs around their back, dry humping them. Yeah. But y'all forgot about that? Your man Joe Budden talking about he's sleepwalking and leaving his balls on his man's back. Talking about we cuddling. Y'all see what Tekashi told you? Facts. Academics, he making all types of sacrifices to stay on top. Academics is making all types of sacrifices to stay on top. He don't want niggas to surpass him, acting like he cool with Flacco. Nigga, you hate Flacco. You don't like the fact that Flacco doing better numbers than you, and you know they suppressing you, because Academics is being suppressed. Academics is one of the best of the best, but he being suppressed. They mistreating him too. Anton Daniels' channel was flying, flew past me, and he get all the way. He trying to push to 2 million, and they won't. They doing Anton Daniels' channel worse than mine. They got the black section on YouTube on welfare. Flacco could never be a snitch. He's a civilian. Flacco could never be a snitch. He's a civilian. Civilians love telling on street niggas. They supposed to. That's what y'all get fucked up. Flacco is a nigga that's never going to commit a crime. The only crime that Flacco was going to commit is not paying his taxes. Outside of that, that nigga's not... Flacco, he's not doing nothing. You got people that's so smart that they don't even want to be labeled or looked at as a criminal, because in order to be a criminal, you had to, at some point in time, go to jail. And who the fuck want that? Jail? That's why I said, again, I don't care about these street niggas. I hate the streets, and I hate these street niggas too. Because they're a bunch of pretenders. Yeah, they went to jail before. You think they want to go back? Just recently, it's funny. I was with one of my friends in the car. One of my brothers at that. And I looked at the nigga. And I said to him, I said, yo, let's go through enemy territory. That's what I'm going to call it. Enemy territory right now. So come on, let's go. Let's go play laser tag real quick. The nigga looked at me like I was out of my mind. I was dead serious. I will tag you. You're it. In the middle of the block right now still. But he wouldn't do it. What's more better than me and you being co-defendants, my nigga? We could clap something up together. I bet you fold before I do. I bet you I might hit 10 niggas. I bet you fold before I do. Nigga knew I wasn't playing. At any given time, we could throw it all the way together. Some of these niggas be pretenders. They don't want no static. Static. No, don't give me no static. Don't start none. Won't be none. Static. No static. These niggas don't want no static.